Celebrate Springfield has quickly become one of the coolest events in the Springfield area, and I am with the woman who has started it all, Erin Danastasio. Thank you, Erin, for joining me today.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right. Can you tell me what inspired Celebrate Springfield?
Yeah, I'm happy to. So back in 2021, actually, the Chamber puts together a community leadership visit each year. Mm-hmm. And it was my very first year going on this visit, which was unique in the sense that we actually stayed in Springfield. You know, it was just right after COVID, of course. Mm-hmm. There wasn't a lot of traveling going on. And as a Springfield native, it was really a unique opportunity for me to be able to visit my hometown. Mm-hmm. I was really blown away afterwards with just the new things that I got to learn about during that visit and new experiences as well. Mm-hmm. Kayaking was one of those, for example. I'd never been kayaking in Springfield before and went on that trip. And it was, of course, you know, one of the most beautiful days ever with the blue sky and a bald eagle flies overhead. And you're just like, oh, it's great here.
Great. That's great.
But afterwards, after the visit, just reflecting on that and those new experiences that I had and started kind of asking myself, okay, why am I not taking full advantage of what Springfield has to offer? Because I think we are a unique community. Really, there's so much that Springfield has to offer, so many inherent attributes, I guess, really within the community itself. And so, just started asking myself, why am I not taking full advantage? And if I'm not, who else isn't? And what are those barriers that stand in the way?
Yes. So it's so easy to forget like what is around you here in Springfield. Like in the Ozarks, people come in and it's like one of the most beautiful areas, but we forget it because we're here so often.
Exactly.
So you mentioned barriers. What key barriers are you looking to eliminate for Springfield residents to see all these things?
Yeah. I think the easiest one to think of is monetary barriers, right? But thinking a little bit more outside the box, I mean, for me personally, it was more of just lack of know-how or even intimidation, not knowing where to go to kayak or, what's the equipment that I need and all of those things. I think a lot about our healthcare individuals, the people that work in the healthcare industry here. Not all of them have the same time opportunities. They may be working weekends, for example, or evenings. So how can we even help remove some of those barriers? And even transportation is one that we worked a little bit in. Yeah.
So Celebrate Springfield is built on partnerships.
Yes.
Could you tell me a little bit about the community partners and things that you've developed over the years?
Yeah, absolutely. So obviously we need sponsors, of course.
Yeah. Yes.
We have to have the money to make these things happen. But what is something that I think is unique about Celebrate Springfield is that when we're looking for sponsors, it's not really to fund Celebrate Springfield. It's to help make those connections within the community. So I think a great example, Great Southern Bank, I was actually one of our first sponsors that stepped up and they said, we want to be a part of it, but we don't want to just fund our big celebration, for example. We want to take this monetary donation and buy tickets for individuals to be able to participate in unique things. That's awesome. Cider days, for example, or there might be, different like Springfield Little Theater performances, things like that. Yeah. So there's, the sponsorship side, but then it's also partnering with organizations that will help us make those things happen. So again, Springfield Little Theater, I already mentioned them, but helping to actually provide tickets at a lower cost, so that way we can kind of help provide funding for it, but kind of meet in the middle, if that makes sense.
That gap a little bit.
Yeah, it's kind of a win-win, I guess, for all of the organizations. Galois Theater, I think, is another great example. This year, they're actually launching a new thing in partnership with Celebrate Springfield, where on the first Sunday of the month, they'll have a family-friendly movie that they'll be showing with like concessions and some live entertainment. I won't say too much about it. But
Don't spoil it.
Yeah. But then even with you all, with Midwest Family, I think it's important to have those partnerships that are going out and helping us spread the word as well. KY3 has been another great partner for that, 417 Magazine. So it's really wonderful to bring, it takes everybody, it takes the full community.
It does. And we love to be able to help our community. So,
yes. Thank you.
So this year, there's going to be a big celebration event out at Hammons Field. So what goes into planning something like that?
Yeah. Yes, we think of this as kind of our signature event, which each year we've had one big celebration. But but we're going through some growing pains right now, I guess, if you will. All good things, but still growth it can be difficult.
Yes.
But what goes into planning that big event? So we have a committee of about 20 individuals, and everybody is put into a subcommittee of kind of an area that they think that they're an expert and could really help us. So marketing is one of those committees. We have a logistics committee, and they're really the ones that are in charge of putting together that event. So we, Jeff Steele with Galois, for example, he's an incredible partner and committee member and handles pretty much everything to do with the live music and stage and all that, which is fantastic because that is so not my world.
I know. Yes, he's very knowledgeable in that.
He is. And in fact, the first year I went to him and said, I am very ignorant here. I need an expert.
Please help
Can
me.
you help me? Yes. But then it's also, having some committee members that are going to reach out to the different vendors, as I call them, individuals that will have, or organizations, I guess I should really say, that will have kind of a booth out there. Because really what we're trying to do is bring the community together. It's a free event, so everybody is welcome to come. And all of our vendors will have different activities for everybody. So family-friendly games or, maybe prizes that they're having drawings for and face painting and, all sorts of different activities like that. And then we have food trucks, and it's a lot of fun.
It'd be so much fun. Yeah. And those committee members I know are a part of a lot of those organizations helping out. So there's having the hand of like the Arts Council and the Galois and all these people who are like, they know of the things that they want people to know about.
Yes.
And so they're helping put on this event so that people can learn about where they live more. That's really awesome.
Well, and it's great for me too, because they are the experts in their field, right?
Yeah.
And so Leslie Forrester, for example, I'm emailing her about, getting together. Okay, like, what do you guys want to do? And she's like, oh, we have so many great ideas. And each year they show up and they just go above and beyond. And it's always exciting and something new and different each time.
Yes. All right. So what is the thing about Celebrate Springfield that brings you the most joy and pride for putting it on?
There are so many pieces, of course, because it really is just, it's such a joy for me. But I really think just helping to build community, helping individuals see why Springfield is so wonderful and what keeps me here personally. I want to be able to share that with others, but then also with our committee members, they throw out ideas. I mean, they teach me of, events that are happening in the community that I don't know about. And it's fun. And it's also just really rewarding to hear other people talk about Celebrate Springfield as an organization that can be a reliable resource for them. So a place to go to learn of offerings. And it's always great to see somebody, sporting like a Celebrate Springfield hat in the community.
Yeah, the hats and the T-shirts. I love seeing those around. Looking forward in your vision for Celebrate Springfield, how do you envision the level of impact and growth that could potentially happen with it?
Yeah. It's a great question and very timely, actually, because we are having so much growth this year. In fact, we had kind of a leadership committee, I guess, if you will, that met in January. And we were talking about this question exactly. Where could we be in the next 3 years, 5 years, 10 years? And they had some big dreams that, again, things that I hadn't even considered before, which was just very rewarding in and of itself. But I think partnering with organizations like Leadership Springfield, for example, and helping the community just to really just raise the awareness that we need. I could see somebody pitch the idea of partnering with MSU and Jury, maybe OTC even, and just having kind of like a mini course where the students are partnering and learning more about Springfield, because I really think we could be a resource to help individuals in the college world really learn about Springfield, and then hopefully we can retain that talent that we have here. So that's kind of one of the big goals for me.
Yeah, especially being like a college town. There are a lot of people, because I think we forget that a lot. A lot of people come to Springfield for school, and some of them have no idea.
Well, they don't leave campus a lot of times, right? I mean, and you remember what that was like, I'm sure. You went downtown, of course, but and that's where the colleges are here in Springfield. But if you weren't on campus otherwise, I wouldn't have gone. I went to Mizzou. I didn't really go out and explore, what Columbia had to offer. I knew I wanted to come back to Springfield, so I didn't need to. But
Exactly. All right. So what is one simple way that anyone watching this can get involved with Celebrate Springfield?
Yeah. I think the easiest thing that you can do is go on social media. We're on Facebook and Instagram, and, like us, follow us. We're always posting different things that either we are involved with or even just, sharing different opportunities of, again, just ways to kind of explore Springfield a little bit more, I guess, if you will. But of course, also come out on September 7th to our big celebration.
Yes, the big celebration this year is going to be so much fun at Hammons Field. I'm looking forward to it. So what is one takeaway that you would want the community to have just in general about Celebrate Springfield, about this event? What would you be looking for them to take away from it all?
Yeah, really, our goal is to help people love where you live, right? I think that there's so many inherent attributes right here in our community. There's so many reasons to love Springfield. And I think to the point that you made earlier, when you're here daily, you just kind of take it for granted almost. You don't recognize all the beauty that there is here in Springfield, all the clubs that there are, nonprofits, various organizations that you can get involved with. And so that's really, if there's one takeaway, just find a new reason to love where you live.
Yes. Even being here with Around the Ozarks, there are things every day. And I've lived here the majority of my life. Yeah. I'm just like, what? Yeah. We have that? Yeah. I've never even heard of that.
Why didn't I know?
What are you talking about? So yes, thank you, Erin. And if you want to come out to Celebrate Springfield this year, it will be September 7th from 1 to 4 p.m. outside of Hammons Field. Erin and I would both love for you to join us, and everyone's invited to the party.